Hi everyone, and welcome to my channel. Today I wanted to talk about something that you have probably thought about at one point or another, and I certainly do think about this a lot, and that is how to be the best version of yourself. Before we get into this video, I want to read you a quote by Anne Frank. How noble and good everyone could be if every evening before falling asleep they were to recall to their minds the events of the whole day and consider exactly what has been good and bad. Then, without realizing it, you try to improve yourself at the start of each new day. And to those who don't know who Anne Frank is, she was a young girl in 1930s, 1940s during World War II, and she was a Jew, and she experienced, you can imagine, how many horrible things through this time during Nazi oppressed Germany. And when you read the things that she has said about that time and how much faith she has in humanity, even though the horrible things and oppression she experienced, it just makes you think that there are so much good in people and that it is our responsibility to be good and to be better. I truly believe that the better we are, the better this world is. So today I wanted to share these little 5 tips that you can incorporate in your life that can help you become better. So let's start with the first tip, and that is you have to have a desire to grow and be better. I'm guessing if you're watching this video, you probably want to be a good person, so this won't come as a challenge, but this goes to even small details. You know, I have had different qualities in my life where I knew that they were bad, but I didn't really have a strong desire to change them. And something had to happen in my life, or something painful had to happen in my life where I had to look at myself and realize, yeah, I need to change this. Quite often, pain is a really strong motivator because we see something that we don't like and that doesn't satisfy us and we want to change it. So you have to develop this desire to really grow and be better. The second thing is reflection. So understanding and knowing what you need to change. From side, it might seem like, what's the big deal in reflection? You know, you just look at yourself and you're done. But the thing is, we don't often look at ourselves objectively, right? We look at ourselves subjectively. Reflection helps you take a step back and stand kind of outside of the situation and yourself and see who you are and what you have done. It's a very, very powerful tool. It's kind of like looking in the mirror and seeing all the little things you did and all the things that you could do better. Sometimes writing in a diary or a notebook can be really helpful, so definitely try to incorporate that if that sounds interesting to you. I know that I reflect a lot, but that just comes with my personality type. You can see by the way I talk, by the content that I make, that I think about different stuff like this a lot. I think about growth and I reflect a lot. I can be very emotional if I'm sad or mad, and I can say things that I don't mean. When I have reflected, this thing has come up a lot and I know it's a thing that I need to work on. And if I would have never reflected on the situations and how I behaved in them, I would have not come to this conclusion that this is something that I need to work on. Reflection is something I definitely recommend. Try doing it now. Reflect on the things that you have done today or this week and your behavior, and are you happy with the person you are, and are there things that you think you could have done better? But don't do it in a sense where you kind of judge yourself. This is not the purpose of this. This is what I could have done better to be kinder to myself and to the world. Think in those terms. To be a better person, a stronger person, think in powerful terms, not in terms that make you feel worse. So the third point is open-mindedness. So being willing to see other options and to hear and understand other opinions, and in general see different sides and different alternatives. I think open-mindedness in general is an amazing quality because the more open-minded you are, the more you can empathize with other people and other circumstances. Open-mindedness comes in handy if you want to become a better person and the best version of yourself, because you're willing to be open and you're ready to see that maybe the things that you thought about yourself and this world are not exactly the only option. Train yourself to see different alternatives and different sides to the story. I always thought that I was pretty open-minded, and to be honest, I still think I am very open-minded, but there are many aspects in my life where I know that I still judge. I think it's something that I'm still working on to get rid of, because I've found that you want to naturally be around people who are non-judgmental. I want to cultivate happy, grateful, powerful, confident people in my life, open-minded people in my life. And if I want to cultivate that, then I have to become that person first. So open-mindedness, wonderful quality, will definitely help you to just become better and become the person that you want to be. The fourth point is the power of consistency. I read this sentence, I don't know if it's a quote, but I read it somewhere. I don't know who it's by, but it said, it's hard to be consistent when we focus on the outcome rather than the process. And I love this because it is so, so true. I think many people have problems with staying consistent in what they want to reach because they're just thinking about the goal. But guess what? If you want to become the best version of yourself, there is no goal. It's a lifelong journey. I will never reach the end. I will spend my life trying to just be better. Because the minute I reach something that I have in my mind that I want to reach, something new will come up. I will see a new little devil in myself that I want to change. It's a lifelong journey. And if you don't learn how to enjoy and love the process, it will be very, very hard for you to stay consistent. If there's something that I kind of hear a lot from like my family or my friends, or like a question I get asked is basically, how can I do this so consistently? Or how can I have these routines in place? And how am I so determined? And the thing is, those people don't see the fact that I have bad days and I fall down, but I just know in my head, if I want to reach something or get to somewhere, I have to repeatedly do it. I used to be really hard on myself, and I used to say to myself that if I, fall down or if I have a bad day, then I've failed. And I've completely changed the whole concept of that. And now I know, and now I believe that it's not about falling down. It's truly about just getting back up all the time. There's a true power in being consistent in what you believe in or in what you want to do. And the same goes with if I want to become better, or if I want to change this quality of when I'm mad, I can say mean stuff. I have to consistently reflect. That goes back to our second point, and be open-minded. See how everything piled up? And consistently pay attention to myself and work on myself to be better and to do better. The last thing that I want to recommend is practice self-care. Whenever I'm trying to change something in myself or be better or just think about what is the best version of myself, it is very, very crucial that I also spend time thinking about, have I given myself the self-care that I need, whether that be mental, physical, or spiritual. And I also want to mention that I don't think one can fill the other two if the other two are empty. You can train all you want and have the most perfectly balanced diet in the world, if that even exists. But if you're mentally sad and really depressed and unhappy, you're not really taking care of yourself. I also want to add that it's interesting when you decide that you want to be the best version of yourself, also ask yourself why. I know my why is I want to be very happy and very balanced, and I want to make other people feel good, and I want to feel like I do good. And that's kind of my motivation why I want to be the best version of myself. I think it's really about understanding how much power you have in yourself to do good and to be good. And I want to unleash that. And I can't unleash that if I am stuck in just horrible patterns. Comment down below, what is your why? Why do you want to become the best version of yourself? Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for devoting your time. If you like this type of content, please subscribe. I talk all about growth and happiness and fulfillment and success. And honestly, anything and everything that I find valuable and interesting and that I think that you would find valuable and interesting. You can also follow me on Instagram. But for now, thanks again for watching. I will see you next week. Bye.